All right. Feels like a Monday. It's really a Tuesday. That's what happens when we get Monday off, right? So let's talk about something that is a big deal in special education right now. It is the difference between laws and policies and rules and habits. Now, if you guys have been here for a while, you know that I always start with saying, I am not a lawyer. I'm not practicing the law. I'm not giving you legal advice, but I am telling you where to look. Quite often, I'm referring to the federal law. My favorite part is the purpose and findings before the law even gets started. That's where every child is to receive a free and appropriate public education to meet their unique needs and to prepare them for further education, employment, and independent living. In fact, I use that as the full premise for the Master IEP Coach Mentorship Program. That's it. That's the foundation. What are we going to do? How are we going to make a functional IEP that makes sense to meet somebody's unique needs, to prepare them for the future? Now, when we get to that whole implementation thing of how is this all going to work, then we have individual states who sometimes have their own laws that go a little bit different than the federal policy. But the rule is that the federal law trumps everything, and that state laws basically have to be better than the federal law. It has to enhance the federal law. Then we get to district policies that are governing IEPs, and we also get to rules and habits. And that's really individualized based on a school, something that they're used to doing. And there's a reason that I'm so passionate about knowing the difference between your laws, your policies, and kind of your rules and your habits, because I used to be a special education teacher. You guys know I have a brother who has Down syndrome. I became a special education teacher for the last 20 some years. I've been working for you, parents, teachers, admins, therapists, to design IEPs that work. One of the reasons that I got to this place where I wanted to just be the truth teller about everything in a positive way is because I made mistakes as a teacher. I made mistakes in saying that things couldn't be done, that could have been done, but I didn't know any better because it was the district's habits to say no, or district rules that we don't do things that way. It had nothing to do with a policy. It had nothing to do with federal law. It was just something that a district said or did. Oh my goodness, the sun just went down again. Let's see, all the lighting has just changed. So it's so important for you to know the difference of these, because as a teacher, when I look back, when I think about that parent that said, hey, can we do push-in therapy? And then I went to my boss and I was like, hey, can we do it this way? And she's like, no, we don't do it that way. And I went, okay, we don't do it that way. I didn't say why. I didn't say, okay, but if the parent asks me why, is there a policy? Where should I send the parent? Like, I could have asked in a very innocent, naive way as a teacher, okay, like, so what do I do then? Like, what do I tell them on the why behind them saying no? I just went and said no. And the parent said, okay. They trusted me. They trusted me to go get the right answer. And the right answer in the district that I was working for was, we don't do it that way. But you know what? That's not acceptable. It's really not, because if I was to really step back and say, okay, but would it be appropriate? Would it meet the child's unique needs? Would it help prepare them for further education, employment, and independent living if we did things differently? Possibly it could have. So I really want you to think about, as we're navigating ESY, as we're navigating whatever the heck is happening in the fall, in your state, in your district. I will tell you, I have somebody inside of the Master IEP Coach Mentorship, which, by the way, it's at masteriepcoach.com. That's where you hop over to. You can find out all the information on how to become a Master IEP Coach, whether you're going to do it for yourself or you're going to do it because you want to help yourself and your community. masteriepcoach.com. Okay. They said, you know what? My state said they can't do this because my state is not allowing it. And it doesn't matter even what this is, okay? It could be anything. Insert what you're asking for. Reimbursement for private therapies, teletherapy, ESY at all, okay? All different things parents are asking for, and they're being told no because your state isn't doing something. But here's the thing. A free and appropriate public education didn't go away. It will look different. I don't want you fighting. I want you finding out the why and the how can we make this happen. That's what we do as master IEP coaches. It's figuring out, are you saying no because it's just a habit, because your district made up a rule, because your state can't figure things out? Or is it a no because really we don't have to do that, as part of the federal law? Like, it doesn't fit in there. And that happens. Absolutely, that can happen. But I want to know the why behind the no, or the why behind the yes, just the why behind the decision. So I want you guys to really think about it. If you're hearing yeses or nos in a way that you don't want to, and that includes you, teachers, remember, everything that I do is for the entire IEP team. Parents, teachers, admins, therapists, you need the same information. You can't get different information, different trainings, and then be expected to sit down at the table and work together with this different perspective when it comes to the IEP as a whole. Yes, everybody needs their area of expertise. I want the speech therapist going to her training, and I want the teachers going to their training. But when it comes to the IEPs and how we put them together and how they can function to prepare a child for the future, we need the same toolbox. You need the same information. There is no reason that we can't all be on the same page when it comes to how to build an IEP. Now, what we're going to put in it, there might be some discussion, but how we're going to build it, what the foundation is going to be, questions that need to be asked, services that need to be provided, we can get on the same page. So I do encourage you guys, if this kind of made you think like, yeah, I need to know the why. I need to know as a teacher why I was saying these things. I need to know as a parent what I should be asking. I need to be able to help others in my community so they don't have the same struggle that maybe you're going through right now. That's at masteriepcoach.com. Just remember, it is absolutely smart of you to ask why or where is the policy when it comes to figuring out why certain decisions are being made when it comes to a student's IEP. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon.